Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL. Okay! Welcome to FMLFPL Milan.
It's Walsh.
What's up, dude?
They were late to the table this week.
It's
with the pod.
odd, like just the
Yeah,
extra
like
24 hours. I'm like, what happened last week? Like, what matches did I watch? What matches didn't I watch? Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember anything. I'm so in our routine of being late on Tuesday.
Palace won. I know
Palace
that.
did win. Palace
I
did
remember
win.
that very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, the Big Sam Derby.
Yeah, fucking big fat. Get fucked.
So how'd you do?
I had a good week. I went off book for. I mean, I've been going off book, I guess. But Captain Trent was a good job by me, even though it was very, very lucky.
You had a monster week.
Yeah, I got 69, bro. 69, bro. Captain Trent was a big deal, obviously.
Huge.
I mean, he had that one, really big chance to Mane that it was a header. So I think, I don't not like, oh my God, I can't. I mean, I was obviously at the time, but
Yeah.
he was really good. Trent played really well. But the team was
great
ropey.
lately.
The clean was more to just Wolves' ineptitude and incompetence than Liverpool really like shutting it down. Dude,
I agree with that.
Actually, I was actually stunned. I listened to the review for Anfield Rap for them.
Yeah.
They didn't even mention Allison's name. I thought Allison looked like Fuckford. That was the worst I've ever seen him play, I think.
I mean, the first 15 minutes, I feel like he made a mistake. He dropped the ball. There was one that I remember he came for that he could have caught, but he punched.
He was absolutely
But the
all
rest
over
of the game,
place.
I thought he was actually really good.
I thought
he just,
he was
caught
scrambling
every
back
shot.
and forth and back and forth. Like he was I don't know. He was making me so fucking
At
scared.
the beginning of the game, I was like, this is going to be a 2-1 Wolves win for sure, 100%. But I thought he settled down, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He made me.
I also didn't captain Trent,
You didn't you didn't have a magnifying glass on him like I did.
But yeah, I mean, Kane blank, Bruno blank, Kev didn't play, Mo blank, Gundo didn't play. That's the top 5 caps that's probably 95% of caps right there.
Yeah. So, the 9 from Trent was big. And then, my triple Chelsea defense, second week bounce off my wild card buying in. I got all fucking huge points there. So, yeah, it feels good that I, like I talked about last week, that I went to Chelsea defense, that this is something I know is that they're an elite defense and they're underpriced and I can get a few shares. And, the football's been shit, still continues to be shit. So
Absolute
having 5 defenders in my team every week, I love. And I had Stones and Diaz. So, I had obviously, like most other people, no returns for my attackers, but I got cleans from all 6 of my defenders, including Mendy. So it was good for me.
Your back 6 outscored my entire team. A lot of people's teams, probably.
A lot of people's teams. My front 5 got 8 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, fucking 9. Yeah, 10 points from 5.
I finished with 49, which is enough for a green, which sums up really the week. So I got no returns anywhere. I just got Diaz, Stones, Cancelo, Reg's got a 0, Emmy got a 3. That's it. That's everyone. Yeah. That's all my points.
This was the first week since you owned the triple City defense that all 3 came in for you, right?
It was amazing. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It felt just seeing them on the lineup is just what a delight.
How was when Cancelo to Stones, defender to defender connection?
I screamed, oh my God. And I also saw on the call with guest who capped Cancelo. And he was just oh my God, Cancelo says, I was like, get in, Stonesy! This felt so good.
All right.
It's fun to not have to root against City because the title's already wrapped up. They're just a pure fantasy factory. I don't care if they win, lose, draw. I don't fucking care. Just my guys need to do stuff. But that's the week basically. Okay. Cap Kane, not so good this week.
Not so good. Last
20 minutes he easily could have returned.
Yeah.
Arsenal fucking dominated them.
Yeah, that was a good job by them.
Oh my God. Let me do the league update. Shout out to the top 3 FMLFPL Prize League Mug League leaders from March so far. Genki McClure, aka Vinagre Strokes, Drizzy Say Polecimo, aka Jovan Dragicevic. I hope that's something kosher to say on air. I don't know what language that is. And Steven Rudden, aka Tinkering FC. Shout out to the leader of the FML Public League, Louise May, aka Nom Nom Nom. Been up there for a while.
Good for him.
So this is going to be a different kind of pod.
Yeah.
Because there's the blank game week. There's only 4 matches. Then there's a really long break afterwards. So there's no fucking point in talking about the future, especially in this season, more than any other season. So I think we're just going to go match to match, talk about some punts. You're on free hit, right?
Yeah, I'll be on free hit.
You're on free hit. I'll probably take at least 2 transfers, probably, maybe more hits, because whatever. There was a meme on Twitter where it was like a girl whispering to a guy, and it was like, hits during the blank game weeks are only -2, and then the next frame was just hair sticking up on the arm and goosebumps. It's so good. I love it so much.
She's not wrong.
Not fucking wrong. All right, which match do you want to start with?
Well, are we going to actually completely throw out everything that happened last game? Like, nothing matters kind of thing?
We can talk about whatever
you want to talk about. Or should we only talk
about
it in relation to the games that are happening this weekend?
I just think it's more fun to talk about the blank. Like, recording on Tuesday, last game week, I don't even know when it was. It was so long ago.
It was yesterday. There was something yesterday, but
it feels so long ago to me. It really does. Like, when I think about like that Stones goal, I'm like, oh my god, that was a million years ago.
So Fulham Leeds.
Start with Fulham Leeds, sure.
Well, I mean, Leeds. I was thinking about Leeds a lot actually, because I've been like super down on them the last few game weeks.
Rightfully so.
And but then I was trying to take a step outside of myself, and they have been good for some goals that just haven't gone in. Like the amount of times that we're like, oh my god, Rafinha, oh my god, Rafinha. It's 4 times a game.
Yeah, I mean they still attack relentlessly. They still always create stuff. You know, like not Chelsea are a insane shutdown defense. It almost like doesn't count what they did against them. But yeah, like they should have scored versus West Ham. They should have scored versus Villa.
Yeah.
The 2 before that.
They should have scored against Chelsea. I mean, Mendy had that one insane save.
That's true.
Hand it was behind his body, whatever thing.
It wasn't a good chance, but they had good shots, and Mendy made the saves,
Yeah, I mean, we've been, I think, seeing a little bit of that, where they've been coming on the wrong end. They haven't scored a goal in 3 games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's very bad. And I mean, granted, Chelsea, West Ham, Villa, tough opposition, but Fulham not much worse than any of those 3 defenses, to be frank. So, it's one of those where, and Bamford, we don't know Bamford news. That could be an issue. That changes a lot. His movement, even though he's hot or cold with the finishing, but his movement, he still creates space for the other. He makes the thing move.
Yeah,
I'm like pretty down on Leeds still though about just this Fulham game. Like Fulham are just an elite defense, and they have something to play for, and Leeds season's over. And if they're without Bamford, I'm just concerned. I'm just full stop concerned about Leeds being able to, kind of create chances and stuff.
Yeah,
against
I feel
Fulham,
like this is like a 1-1 or something.
There. It could be a low score draw, but I mean, I think I would back Fulham to win. I think Fulham are going to be looking at this like Leeds are there for the taking.
I think it's more likely that Fulham win than Leeds win. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate, like Dallas. I really don't mind any of that business, because Fulham's still fucking talking about Leeds. Fulham still have a really hard time scoring. Yeah, and a clean for Leeds could be in there, but. I still think with the Fulham defense, they could clean Leeds for sure.
Absolutely. For sure. Especially with no Bamford. Absolutely could. Could. Everyone's been saying Leeds look fatigued and blah, 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 and I'm not sure how much truth there is to that. Like you said, like if one of those goals goes in, are we still saying they look fatigued? I don't know.
I think it's more of just almost like it's a variance kind of thing of like we've been talking about all season, that other than Rafinha, they miss Rodrigo for a little bit, but their attackers are just bad players. Like, Click is low. Fucking horrible. You know, Harrison sucks. Helder Costa's not a Premier League player.
Tyrob's been actually like one of their better players lately. He's kind of good.
I mean, he's been lively, but I don't think he's like in a vacuum. Yeah. Oh, he's good. Like he's better than fucking, you know, Pavetta or whatever. Yeah. So that, you know, maybe it's also a bit of that too, I think. So I don't know. I mean, honestly on free hit, I'm like thinking of just hard avoiding this game.
I was about to say, like, from a fantasy perspective, we're basically saying that this is like an even, really hard to read game. Like, maybe a clean either way, maybe not a clean either way, not really high scoring either way. Like,
well, for
fantasy,
definitely low scoring.
Yeah, for fantasy, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It is. It's bad. I mean, but even buying in the defenders is, I'm still a little bit concerned about it. I mean, I guess, you know, we'll come on to the Brighton thing, right? The Brighton game next against Newcastle. But it's like Fulham's defense compared to Brighton's defense. You know, price points very similar in the game. Brighton's just a bad team, and Fulham, good team, as has been covered by our pod since the fall. Good team.
Brighton are still a decent defense, though.
I think like Newcastle are so much worse than Leeds, than Fulham are better than Brighton, if that makes sense the way I just said that.
Yes, it's not even close.
Yeah, so that's a thing that is a difficult one, because you can only fit so many players in your team. Like for me, I'm looking at juggling these free hit players. Like it's hard for me to buy a Fulham defender over a Brighton defender.
I agree. I think we're basically, like, I'm not on free hit, but speaking as if I were, like, you're left with no choice but backing a Brighton clean almost, right? Because Newcastle is just so far and away the worst team to play at the weekend. Not even close. Yes. Worst attack and worst defense. Yeah. So, like, backing 3 Brighton is just, you just kind of have to, I think.
Yeah.
I would.
The thing, though, is that still gets to me about, I mean, watching them play against Southampton, they should have conceded at least, I don't know, 1 was very generous. I think Southampton were good for at least 2 there, but they're bad, and they look like conceding, and Fulham don't usually look like conceding. So then I'm like, then I second guess myself there.
The Brighton defense is pretty good. I think they're actually underrated. I feel like since Webster went out, that I'm like, I don't feel like their spine is like as good. I don't know. I feel like with White and Dwonk and I don't know. It's like, it just feels a lot worse to me. I mean, they are going to be missing March, and you know, I don't know, like Veltman's playing. I mean, that fucking other guy, what's his name, Zakiri or whatever, I think subbed on. I think he's going to play for Byrne because Byrne got hurt. I don't know. It's all of a sudden it's a little bit makeshift, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. And Newcastle are
fighting for their lives,
backs against the wall, fighting for their lives. But yeah, like you said before, it's just they're that bad, and Brighton are pretty good and probably safe, and you know, been relatively solid at the back all year. I don't know. Yo Bill said, is it dumb to triple on Brighton defense while on free hit? They play Newcastle. Cat think, is Brighton the best clean sheet shout this week? They have the best stats, but it doesn't feel great trusting them with a triple. No clean sheets in the last 4, despite playing bad attacks and decent underlying stats. And then Jeff D, Lascelles, or Lascelles. I hear every pronunciation still for that guy. 4-2 and in form. He has a goal in 2 of the last 3. An option for gameweek 29 as a 5th defender.
Yeah, I feel like triple Brighton defense on free hit, I feel like is just insane. Like, I understand Newcastle are bad, but it doesn't feel like they're good enough to put that much stock in. Like, I've been playing around a little bit more. Like, if I want to put a lot of shares in a defense, I want to at least feel good about the team and the team's defense.
I know, but there's only 4 matches. Like, you don't have that luxury.
But where I keep coming out on it is kind of spreading it around a little bit. And
so you just want a diverse portfolio.
Yeah, like I'm not looking at these 4 being like, okay, triple attack here, triple defense here, double attack here. Like, I'm good. Like, these 4 teams, I know the games, like, I'm good here. Like, I'm kind of like, maybe I'll just get one of everyone, and I'm sure I'm going to limit my ceiling, but I'm going to heighten the floor a little bit more, I think, because I'm like, but this double? To me also like full moves, dude. Maybe, I don't know. But this is also like a 1-1. I think a 1-1 is, you know, really? I could see that. Yeah, I really can. I think I mean, I could
see that. I could see a draw or something like that. But I mean, we'll keep going through the other games. But out of all of the games, if there's any team that's going to score like more than 2, again, I feel like it has to be Brighton just because of Newcastle. You know, if there's any team that's going to like get a pen and 3 XG, you know, it's fucking Welbs bracing. It's like, that's like the route. I feel like that's more likely than any other match.
We have to say one thing, though. I mean, coming back onto the last game against Aston Villa, Newcastle, they didn't look terrible.
Did I watch that game?
Yeah, it was on Friday. It was a 1-1. They scored the Lascelles.
Oh my god! I forgot about. Yeah, that's true. That was like their best game.
They didn't
in a while.
Concede much.
Every once in a while they do that, and
but yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, Villa. Honestly, I think Villa without Jack are pretty close to the level of Brighton. Like they're both kind of like shitty. Pretty attacking teams. Maybe Brighton's a little better, honestly, but I mean, Newcastle weren't, you know, getting cut open, and I mean, I know they weren't creating much either, but they were like organized and decent, you know.
Yeah,
Joelinton,
that's fair.
If he wasn't Joelinton, I mean, he had a lot of, you know, he I don't know. I just don't feel that good about it. I don't feel that good about calling this game, period.
Yeah.
And so I'm like kind of in that place of like, again, similar to the Fulham Leeds where I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is good.
I mean, that's probably right.
Material.
Yeah, well, we're being honest.
It's honest. But
honestly,
bro.
Someone like Welbs, like that's a little tempting on free hit.
I mean, you know that Grob has been pretty
the thing with Grob, well, they all might not play. They all might not play. That's
Grob hasn't not started for 3 months.
The thing with Grob is that he relies on other people to score, and we're talking about Brighton.
Big problem.
It's a big ask.
Big fucking problem.
So I don't
especially
like
when
that.
He misses his pens.
I'd rather punt on like Welbs, who could actually score.
Tross.
Dude, well, I like Welbs.
Dude, Welbs hasn't started a game he started last game. It was the first game he started since like November.
He was great. I kind of forgot about him, and then he was great and assisted, and he was just. I was like, oh yeah. I mean, Welbs,
you're not going to have to.
Attacker.
You're not going to have to really sell me on Welbs. So I mean, maybe I'm going to just end up with a couple attackers from Brighton. I don't know.
I think at least one defender. You gotta get a defender.
Yeah, I'll probably shoot for a Dunk or Veltman, and maybe but I'm definitely going to play 5 defenders. That's for sure.
Maybe I'll go with even lurking.
Yeah, maybe a Dunk and a Veltman. Sanchez, what?
Yeah, keeper.
Oh yeah. Well, I was thinking Lloris.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this game again. I mean, so to me then with Brighton, it's you could punt on Welbs. Grob and Tross are definite huge ass punts.
I mean, let's be upfront. Everyone's a punt except for like Kane
this week.
Like the entire week is a punt.
I mean, West Ham
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean Arsenal.
Let's go to West Ham Arsenal. Let's go to West Ham Arsenal because West Ham are fucking blowing it. Like, I don't know what they're up to, and I'm reminded of like yesteryears with Moyes and just being like, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Like, he's always so close to being a top 14, and then they just like choke on their own vomit and die and go away. And I'm just like, what is this team like? And owning Antonio has not been thrilling. Like, watching West Ham has been a disaster.
He hook locked us real good.
Oh, I mean, what's his name? Jax. Is Antonio a trap? I read that and I just was like, dagger, like right in the fucking heart. Oh, God.
There's no chance he's going to be on my free hit team.
It's just
literally no chance. I haven't played with him for 1 second.
But I like blame Moyes. Like, I honestly do. Like, I feel like Moyes is choking, not the players. I'm like, look, why is he setting up so defensive against
Antonio
Manchester United?
The last 2 games.
Yeah, he plays Antonio like wing for Leeds.
Instead of the other way around.
In United, he goes back to 5 at the back and shoves Ben Johnson in the lineup and plays Noble. And I'm like, what are you fucking doing, dude? Like, you should be going for that game. Like, they should be going for top 4. There's nothing to lose.
The thing about that game, though, honestly, to me, was that I felt like they had more than enough counterattacking opportunities to actually win the game, and they were just fucking ridiculously bad with every single counterattacking action. Like every single one was fucked.
But the other thing, the follow up to that is that once they actually went down 1-0 and
they
brought the guys on, they were really threatening, and they could have just started with the guys and pick their strongest 11, and that's very obviously he takes off Ben Johnson and Mark Noble for their two like normal players who play in their normal positions, and they look good. So that was frustrating.
I do think though if they started with that, they would have gotten fucking on. Maybe because Manchester United didn't do fucking dick face. They scored on a counter, on a fucking corner.
Well, they had a lot of counters though. It was the best I've seen Greenwood look since the restart.
But the counters I felt like were coming after the subs for West Ham when they were going for it. I mean, the first half they didn't do anything. You know, I mean, they had one chance from Greenwood, which was off of a counter because they caught West Ham breaking and they transitioned quickly. But other than the one Greenwood chance, they didn't have anything. When West Ham was set, Manchester United didn't do anything, which is exactly what Manchester has done all season. Nothing against set defenses.
Right.
So I thought the game plan wasn't really.
And it was an own goal also.
Yeah, it was an own. I mean, well, but. The putting Bowen, like the way Bowen and Antonio, because we talked about 2 games ago where Antonio was just playing out wide the whole game, right? Against Leeds. He was like a decoy, just he didn't have a shot. And he was basically doing the same thing. My captain. But he was basically doing the same thing this week. He was just like on the other flank. I think he was on the right and Leeds were like both on the left. But Bowen was getting up top instead of the other way around. When Bowen gets that, then he passed to Antonio. It didn't happen. It was insane.
There was like 1 or 2 moments in the entire match where like the ball went up to Antonio, back to goal. He was able to like spin his defender, spark something. He had runners on either side, and I was like, yes, like this is West Ham, you know, looking good. But it happened like literally once, maybe twice.
Suchek was really high up, like the whole game. I thought he was going to get something. Yeah, he had.
There were some big blocks, but I remember one by Maguire. He had a huge.
He had that one where he winded up and took like 10 minutes. That fell right on the penalty spot. I was like, dude, like faster.
That was the block. I think that was the one Maguire blocked.
Dude, you're not playing in the fucking Czech Farmers League anymore.
So fucking West Ham. So where are we at? I mean, I feel. I don't know.
Well, Jay Lings is going to be back, so that'll be a good thing for them.
Obviously, he's in my team.
He's the the hummer that makes it.
He makes him hum. He's the hummingbird singing.
So I mean,
songs.
I'm definitely in and around Jay Lings for my
he's great
because he's at least active, and
he should be.
Antonio's playing reverse out of position as far as I'm concerned right now. I haven't the last good game, and this is maybe just total missed this one, but. The Palace game, he absolutely fucked us sideways. Antonio, dude, he could have scored 8 goals against us. He ended up with just an assist. Yeah. I don't think I watched like too much of them since then. But
he had
I don't know.
Good games.
He did. I mean, he's been getting points. You know, he's been getting returns. But I mean, maybe he's still injured. I don't know. He doesn't sprint. That was something I mentioned to you in the Leeds game. And it was I was watching him in Manchester. He walks and jogs a lot. Like he's not really like full sprint, like sprinting.
He was good against Villa. I mean, he had 5 shots, 2 assists. You know, he put up good numbers against Spurs. The City one's kind of bullshit because it was like a weird deflection on the line thing. But I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm not on free yet, so I have him, so whatever. But
yeah, you were stuck. I mean, I obviously have him too, but the defense still feels fine to me because
I feel like they're like okay,
they're really good. Yeah, no, I think they're really good.
I think they're okay, but they have good picks. All of them are pretty much good picks. Like Sifal's cheap, but crosses. Cresswell's on every dead ball, deservingly so. Gets assists and shit. And Dawson is just own goal, whatever. He'll do it all. He just scores. He just puts the ball in the back of the net.
I mean, so what do you think Arsenal? So we Saka might be hurt, right?
So the thing with this game, is that Arsenal are really good. I'm so sold on Arsenal. Wow. I just think they're really good. I think they're like
coming. This is
I think they're like the 5th best team in the league or something. Actual.
Okay. So you think no Obbs, no Saka, no problem here, and they're gonna score, they're gonna hum. They have 11 team of 11 Jay Lingses.
Yeah. I think that we're gonna see what's up in Europa League. They're up 3-1 already. They play on Thursday. we'll see who's in the squad, what's the lineup, and then maybe we can make reasonable assumptions on like who's going to play or something. But because we're not going to get anything about soccer or obs probably. I don't know, but I think they're fucking good. Hemdog and Villa Luke are asking about Ødegaard. Looked very sharp in Europe in the league. Blah blah blah. That Smith Rowe was fucking amazing for Spurs.
Yeah, he played well. He faded though.
I thought Locke was pretty good too, to be honest.
He was good at holding up.
So I'm if I was on free hit, I'd be interested. I'd be looking at Tierney. I'd be looking at those guys.
You think that they're going to keep West Ham out?
I think they easily could.
Well, how do you envision this game? Yeah, I mean, West Ham can't. Yeah, they've been struggling to score. I mean, so you'd rather lump on Arsenal here? You think that this could be like a 2-0 Arsenal game? I think
Arsenal's the better team.
I think that I can see that, but
I'm talking myself into the Moyes narrative too. I think Moyes sees Arsenal, he sees Big Six, he's like, oh my god, I need 5 at the back, I need captain, leader, legend, noble, I need all hands on deck. And
he's not going to play noble. He's going to play the same fucking team he played 2 weeks ago. What was that? The not the
Leeds game.
The Man City game. He's going to play the same fucking team with Lings, Antonio countering, and then all the defenders.
Yeah. And I think Arsenal are going to control
They can pass through that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you think... So I'm hearing you telling me that I should be triple Arsenal, no West Ham, and just take my shot there?
I'm fine with that. With that. Well, I still like Jay Lings. I think if they're going to do something, it is going to be in the counter or something like that, and he'll be involved, yeah. But I mean, I like Arsenal, man. I think I'm sold, man. I'm sold.
Okay, I mean Tierney is an obvious pick.
Yeah,
but where else do you go? I mean, you think that if plays on Thursday, do you think he's going to also start on the weekend? Because that's the tough thing. This comes back to the beginning, right?
Yeah,
they've got the squad. They've got all the interchangeable parts. Is it going to be Pew Pew Frogman? Is it going to be Will.i.am? Saka's hurt. Like it's Obbs doesn't.
That's good shit.
Obbs doesn't fucking show up anymore. Like who's going to play? That's a concern.
Late.
That's a concern.
It's a big concern. So I don't really have the answer for you now. I think we need to talk to Nate. We need to Arscast. We need to see the Europa League lineup and rebound. Yeah, because I don't even know who's going to play center back. Like, is it Luis Gab? Is it Holding Mari? Is it fucking... they probably have other guys. I don't even know. So, but I think whoever plays is an option, though.
Maybe you're looking good on Tierney.
Yeah, Tierney seems really good.
And then maybe throw a midfielder in there, someone. Just take a guess of who might play.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I just like Arsenal.
This, okay. I don't know, though, because I still see West Ham, and I'm still like, they're a really solid team. Like, they're a solid defensive team.
But they've been like, I don't know, I just haven't been impressed last, like, few games. I've just been like, I feel like they're just like on a downward trend. And Arsenal are fucking good. Like they had the bad Burnley game, but for a long time, basically other than that game, they've been fucking really impressing me.
The other thing too is watching and Death Row play together.
Smith Rowe was fucking...
Yeah, they're good. It's hard to deal with that. Like, the movement, and they pop up...
that game.
They both pop up everywhere. Like, they just pop up fucking everywhere, and they keep the ball on the floor, and it's just quick. Like, it's quick, and they switch, and it's good.
Couldn't get the ball. They had their only shot was the fucking best shot of the human race. Life is Lamella's shot, but that was their only shot for the first, 80 minutes. Yeah. They couldn't touch the ball.
Yeah, that's Mourinho's wet dream right there, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that goal. Oh la 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 la. Quel frappe. I mean, it was fucking...
that goal is fucking fat material.
I freaked.
Unreal goal. And then we halftime viewing, we're looking at the Rabona, the Europa League Rabona he did 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then we started watching, oh my God, me and Gas were getting so perverse because we were watching with Nate and Derek and they left to do something. So we were watching Charisma highlights.
Oh my god, amazing! Because Gus was
like, he's like, this just reminding me a lot of like Charisma. It's like, let's watch Charisma.
Like, he's the guy. He's the fucking.
Yeah, we were watching his Rabonas and his fucking all of
Travellas.
His shit. Yeah, his Travellas is so good.
So sick. Oh god damn, I want to be there right now. What are we wasting our time potting? But yeah, I love Arsenal. I want to see Thursday. I'm curious what Nate thinks. I think they're really good. I honestly think they're really
Nate
good team.
feels very untrustworthy though, because he let us down blind alleys before. Saka's definitely not starting.
True.
We know how that went. Okay. Last game on the docket here.
Last game is come on you villains and Spurs. Jeff D, who would you look to as a Sun replacement if you already have Bale and Obbs? Is it Lingard or do we just hold? Catfink, would you go the Spurs attack triple up or 2 attackers in reg? So we know what Catfink thinks about this game. What do you think about this game?
I think it's going to be like a 1-0 Spurs. Maybe 2-0.
That seems most likely.
It's really, 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 really fucking hard for me to imagine Villa scoring in this game. Like, it would have to be a set piece or a Lloris, like, throwing the ball in his own net, I think.
Well,
as long as Jack
we've been joking about Hugo for God knows how long, but to be honest, their worst 4 players, well, Regs is fine, but their worst 3 players in every game are the 3 other defenders, I think. Like, their right back is horrible. Fucking should never play again for them. And whatever center back pairing they do is pretty bad. Is like really bad. So I never.
Davinson's been better recently, and I feel like Toby's been okay.
Except for he fucking kung fu kicked Lacazette.
Okay, but I'm saying he's not okay. One game, yes, he did the thing.
No, I think he's still like never got better and is the same exact Davinson who just like is super mistake prone, super erratic, also super fast and athletic and, you know, good in the air and shit, but like he's just like makes crazy decisions.
I thought he's been better, honestly. I haven't noticed him making he's had a run of starts. I haven't noticed him as I usually do. I have to be honest about that. But fine. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I still think that that's their glaring weakness. So I'm as a regs owner, I'm like, ugh, cleans. Like I never really expect cleans because
so I'm totally on the other side on this because I think you're giving Villa like way too much credit.
No, too much credit. That's the other side of this for sure. Like they're bad and don't create anything.
They can't do anything. They don't function even remote. They are so fucking far away from functioning in the final third. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
I like that's more my thing is I see that this game is just going to be one-way traffic and let Watkins fucking pull out wide as much as he wants. Like there's no goals here. There's no goal in this. There's no goal in their fucking team.
So you like a double or even triple up Spurs defense?
Yeah, I was looking at regs and I don't think that you can really go without Kane. I'm still thinking of captaining Kane. Like I don't really feel like there's another option good enough where I feel confident enough to go elsewhere.
Yeah, we'll get there on cap.
But I'm looking at Kane and then Lloris and Regs is kind of what I'm thinking. But again, I want to see what they do on Thursday. You know, maybe I do something different than that. But that's what my thought process is right now.
I mean, it should be Toby and Davinson again, right? Unless he's so perturbed with the North London Darbs and had to change it up or something.
With the free hit and with the bench, I might just go Aurier and just hope he starts, you know?
Yeah. I was thinking that shit like that is actually pretty reasonable on the free hit. Like,
yeah, because if he doesn't play and I get, maybe it's like a Lingard or whatever, or Rafinha off the bench kind of a thing, I'd rather maybe do something like that. So I'm flexible.
And he has real attacking potential. He could
but I have really liked, Lloris. I like having Lloris in there and Kane. So I'm probably going to pick a defender. But I feel better about the cleans because Villa is still very good defense. Like they have good spine, playing the same place. They're more defensive now.
Son hurt.
Yeah.
Bale can't play 50 minutes, etc.
Yeah, so
it could be like Kane, Lucas, Bergvine. Like it could be a fuckfest. Who knows?
Yeah, which is not good. We've seen that team
maybe
not create
Dele
chances.
Plays. That if you want to fucking punt this week, bomb a Dele Alli.
Yeah, I mean that's
actual.
Possible. It's possible.
That's a real one.
The thing that's more annoying about doing something like that than someone like an REA is if he doesn't start,
he might sub on.
Yeah, which is annoying. It's really annoying.
Obviously, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
But he started one game all season, so rolling the dice out there is quite the roll. But if he doesn't start on Thursday,
it's the time to roll it because Son is. I mean, we don't have like a report, but he pulled his fucking hamstring, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be out. So
Bale too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is again, we'll see on Thursday. But the Arsenal game obviously was not a Bale game, which good read by you, even though your other player got the same amount of points and injured. But
good pick by me.
I mean, the Villa should be an easier game to hold the ball against. Yeah. So maybe he is a good shout here over a defender. I need to take the week here, but
yeah, we need a day or two, Thursday, etc. See what's up.
But Emmy, you know what Emmy does?
The thing with Emmy is he should have a high floor. Like if the game goes the way we expect it to, Kane's going to be shooting a lot. Other guys are going to get shots, etc. Yeah, he'll get a bunch of saves, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably see that coming in.
So it's never wrong to go with Emmy.
It's tough, man.
So I still think they can clean too. I still think they can definitely clean.
I don't accept that.
Spurs are super inconsistent attack, and no Son really hurts.
I think that they're going to have enough of the ball that they're going to be able to. Because Villa, the thing, they have a lot of clean sheets, but they let up a fucking ton of shots.
Yeah, they will. I don't expect it, but they're not used to playing.
Yeah, I mean, what isn't possible,
It's so true.
Come on, dude.
Wow, that's beautiful, dude. That's beautiful, dude. Yeah, as long as Jack's out, this Villa team can be exploited.
They are so bad.
They're like relegation candidate.
They are. They actual are.
Yeah. Dude, people forget that they survived by one literal point last season, and then Jack turned into a superstar.
Hawkeye glitch. Someone hacked the Hawkeye,
and then Jack turned into fucking Hazard, and now they're comfortably top half of the table.
Yeah, Jack changed from being like Sissoko to Hazard. Basically.
Yeah.
Playing fucking left DM to best player in the world. Yeah. Going through the games, though, again, just kind of makes me want to just like sprinkle little bits here and there. Yeah, like I don't want to go. I don't feel good. Of all
of the things, like a defense or an attack, like what do you think is like the strongest bet?
I don't think that is. I have no N/A.
I think my answer is Brighton defense, honestly. It's like shambolic to say that out loud.
They have like so many mistakes in them, I feel like
I'm not proud of my statement. But
so would you
this everything is the thing that I'm looking at.
Okay. So this is the thing, right? So you could have a defense of Reguilon, Tierney, Cresswell, Dunk, Dallas.
Great team.
Versus like Sanchez or fucking
versus double Dunk, Spurs, White, triple Brighton or something.
Yeah, versus like Dunk, White, Sanchez or something. Or like Dunk, White. Like, would you like? Do you like
Strunk
them?
And White?
Yeah. Like, do you like them more than those other guys? Of just like,
I think I like the mix more. I think I like option one more.
Yeah. Just pick a guy.
Yeah, you're leaving yourself so exposed to like, Brighton concede a pen and a fucking header,
and then half your team gets 3
Dunk
points.
Gets a yellow card, and that's 2 total points for your triple up.
That's where I think is usually because this is other thing, which is really hard for me. Looking at these, and this is what I've been grappling with the last couple of days, is I usually like putting as many eggs, more eggs than I even own that I can find up my ass in one basket. That's too small.
But that's because
I don't want to do that at all now.
We're way too long-term focused, I think, in general in FPL. You and
me. Probably fair. Way
too. But like free hit week is just perversity week. Like it's just the time
but
to
even
fly.
Still, I still can't find a basket.
But dude, think about it this way. You get to watch every match with like minimum, 2 guys in every match.
If I wanted to, I could, yeah.
That's fucking fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
There's not that many matches. You'd rather like spread it around, you know? Spray balls around. I think that's fun. I think you're going to do great.
I think I'm going to probably land on like 45 points.
I mean, whatever.
Just get like
that sounds good, I guess.
That's where that's like I'm looking at this and thinking about it, like that's probably. All right, so let's come over
I only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 guys on paper, but I have Bamford and Son are 2 of them.
So you have 8.
That's
a lot of guys. And then you're wild carding?
You think that's great? That's a lot?
Dude, people have like 4.
And that's great.
Yeah, it's great. That's a lot of guys.
All right. You're making me feel better. Okay.
It's going to be so good. Are you kidding me?
All right.
But, I mean, granted, a lot of people are going to be free hitting.
Yeah. I think it'll be one of those where it's like top 10K, like 78% are free hitting. And then like overall, it's like 2%. Because like no one even like knew what a blank is or what free hit is.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's true. So for us, that's huge.
In my 1.4 million range, I'm going to fuck everyone.
I cracked the middle, dude. I cracked the top.
You did?
Middle, baby. Yeah.
Dude, you're back.
You said that game week 1, and then I went down to 3 million. You fucking bitch.
Oh, don't tell me that. Cute. All right, we got some other blank game week questions. You ready?
All right.
Hemdog, are there any game week 29 lads worth the investment for the run-in or punt and then move them on afterwards? So any of these fucking terrible picks that we just spent 30 minutes talking about, would you actually want any of them?
So I think like Cresswell. Yes.
Cresswell, Kane.
I think a Fulham defender, if you're in that bracket and that's where you're shopping.
Or Areola.
And that you're like, yeah, or even Areola. Like if you're like, I could use a 4 or 5 guy who's just kind of in and out or a whatever guy or a cover guy. I think that's a good shout because they can clean, I mean, bar like City or whatever, they could clean anyone.
I agree with that.
And I don't know. I mean, your Arsenal position is quite the position.
Yeah, it's just so fucking hard with the focus on Europa. It just fucks everything up because without that, I'd be like, yeah, Saka, like maybe even Obbs, like Tierney, blah, blah, but like they might just not play any week.
Yeah.
And Saka might be hurt. We don't even have any news on that. Know. So I'm hesitant on Thursday
because the tie's done. So
right.
Which is also, we didn't really mention that. I mean, the tie is done.
Yeah, they're up 3-1.
Yeah, they could go full
I assume he's going to start strong and
Pepe, Willian.
They have a lot of subs, and then it's just sub.
Pepe, Willian, Laka, Ceballos,
like what City
Xhaka,
did today.
That kind of thing.
City made 4 subs in the 60-minute range or something. So.
In terms of the one I mean, no, like I don't like the Brighton, others. The Fulham, the Newcastle, like Leeds, like none of these none of these
totally
teams.
Fine. Dallas is fine. Don't feel like strongly about either of them.
Don't feel strongly.
Okay. Tio said, is it insane to hold Son about 3 weeks if you include next game week and the international break? Could be enough to come straight back in for Newcastle in game week 30.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to free hits, but yeah, I think you just hold them, it's so far away. And they said yesterday, like it's not, they think it's a lot better than they thought initially. Like he might even fucking play on Thursday or whatever.
It's not the same injury that he had, previously.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. So you definitely hold for now. I mean, you just hold. You wait and see.
Brad, how many hits is it worth taking if you have, say, 3 playing guys and no free hit? Who's worth taking a hit for? I'm wildcarding next week. You can factor that in or not. Well, I don't care what you're doing next week. That's 3 guys.
See, that's the opposition. The Brads out there.
3 guys.
That's not many guys.
Not many guys. You got the fucking 3 Stooges. Who does he even own? He probably has like Emmy, Kane, and.
Well, maybe he has Bamford and Son.
Oh, yeah. Bamford and Sons.
That's possible.
Sounds like a shitty band, yeah. Or a law firm.
Good sitcom.
Yeah. 3.5 Bamford and Sons.
I mean, this is a tough shout. Taking a hit to try and spike a one-off when we're just like sitting here basically like Spider-Man memeing like you're bad, like everyone's bad.
Yeah.
Guessing, throwing darts to guess like where, if there is even a clean sheet, like where, if even there are assists and goals to be found.
You need to look deep within yourself and say, where am I at in my OR? Am I happy? Where am I at in my mini league, my money league, my cup run or whatever? And be like, how fucking YOLO do you want to go? I feel like we can't answer this question.
I mean, because the other thing too, and when I'm looking at these games and I'm thinking about if I'm sitting here with I have 3 players on my team. Like if I didn't have 3, I'd be like, there's a legitimate chance if I take a -8 or a -12 to get 4 more players in, that I finish the game week on like 14 points.
Yeah. There's also legit, if you just hold the 3 guys, that you finish your game week on 6 points and the average is 40.
Yep.
So you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I think you got to look deep. Personally, I would take all of the hits because, it's game week 29. I'm ranked like basically 1.5 million. I get the little goosebumps, hair stick up on the back of my neck when I think about hits only being -2, not -4. That's huge.
Yeah.
Just go with.
I don't know.
Go find what you believe to be like the strongest attack or defense, and just put your eggs in the basket and hold your breath. I don't know. Get all your voodoo dolls out and shit. I don't know. It's a disaster. You should have planned better. You have 3 fucking guys. I know that we say like plan and don't plan, like, but you probably should have planned a little bit. Bad job by you. Chester, do I start Emmy or Areola between the sticks?
Areola for sure for me.
Fulham Leeds.
It's not really close to me, honestly.
Well, I think Emmy has a higher floor.
I don't know even what a floor is. I just look for the clean, I think.
Well, I think Emmy will get like probably 2 save points with a less likely clean. But
yeah, but if they concede a goal, then if they concede 2, you're sitting on 3 points, or it's like whatever.
Leeds could absolutely score. I think if Bamford's playing, I think it's pretty much a coin flip. Without Bamford, I would definitely go Areola.
Yeah, I like with or without, but I don't care who's playing. I would go Areola.
I care a lot because Bamford's just so much better than Tyrob.
Yeah,
who they played up
Areola,
top.
Baby. Areola. Nipple man. Let's go.
Man, that's it, question wise.
I feel more lost than I did when we started, as usual. Nothing new there.
I'm sorry.
Great job for everyone.
But that was fun, though.
It's going to be a long week for this situation. The other, and I'm probably not gonna have Souček or Antonio. They're probably both going to get so many points. Getting rid of the players I have already. It's that.
Oh yeah, that's
that
like a curse.
Happens.
That's lore. That's another lore one.
That's lore.
Yeah. Oh, if I didn't free hit, I would have. We don't need to do our teams, captain? But we didn't talk about captains.
Yeah, captain. What do you? I mean, it's just not going Kane. Seems just like what do you?
I've had it obviously on Kane.
Yeah.
Who are the other options? Nutty. I don't even know.
I also don't know. I have no actual fucking clue who else your captain.
Wells.
Yeah, right.
Fucking.
This is the thing.
Saka, Lingard. There's like nothing there.
There's nothing
there.
No,
Dunk.
There's nothing there. A defender, honestly. It would be a defender.
It would be a defender.
If you're like, I think that Arsenal are going to be tired and fucked up, then Cresswell or, something like that, I think.
Ugh.
Or like Regs.
There's actually nothing.
Regs. If he doesn't play on Thursday?
Yeah, you could. Ollie.
The speed with which you turned you snapped your neck to look at me after you knew that would get to me. I mean, I'm probably going to have Ollie in my team, right? I'm kidding myself that I'm not going to. Is that what we're coming? Is that the conclusion that I feel like I'm slowly coming to?
You got to punt on something.
So if he starts on Thursday, stay away. If he does not start on Thursday, bye.
I don't know. Is that the logic? Is that the Moo logic?
I'm asking. I don't know.
Oh. If he starts...
So Lamella's banned.
No, I think what it is, if he starts in a strong team on Thursday, then you want him. Like, if he plays with the first 11, then I think you do actually want him.
So if
he starts in like Lukash, a B team, Bale, then I'm like, ugh, no.
So if it's like him, Bergwijn, Sissoko, whatever the fuck, then bad. But if it's like him, Lukash, Bale, Kane,
good. And Ndombele, etc. That's probably like, to me, that would be like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be the strongest 11.
Captain? No way.
Oh yeah, dude. Don't you just see the brace? Oh my god.
I don't see it at all.
I always see the brace.
He hasn't scored a goal all year. He's played 200 minutes.
Unreal. Moo.
It's April or whatever.
Moo's always gonna moo someone. Yeah, right. It's just Kane is just.
So I need to stay away from
Kane might be the highest like EO we've ever seen this week. Actually, he might just be 195% EO.
So I mean, from that standpoint, you know, this comes back to the question we always ask. Like maybe, you know, you just, if you own, you don't cap, because that way you're going to throw some points away to the field if he does the things. But if he doesn't, and the guy you does the things, then you're going to rise even more.
Yeah, try and chunk rise with something else, I guess.
Like Ollie.
Yeah.
No.
Ollie.
No, the options are bad. The options are really bad.
Really bad.
Doing anything besides Kane, I think, is like objectively dumb. But sometimes dumb things work. That's the thing about FPL.
Exactly.
Dumb things work every week. It just
depends
on how
a thing in a one game week vacuum. Dumb things happen all the time.
Every week.
If this game week was played like 10,000 times, then it would be so fucking dumb to captain anyone but Kane. But it just happens once.
One time. Like last game week, you would be so fucking insanely dumb to captain Iheanacho. But he hat-tricked. So what the fuck fuck us, you know?
I mean, I captained Milivojevic. He had an 11-pointer.
Hey.
Great cap.
All right. Let's move on here.
We got no anus slaps. So
no new friends. Our new friend time after the cup starts.
No, post-cup depression, it's a thing.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to get a Euros bump when we're the only pod in town doing Euros? I bet you someone else is going to do it this year because everyone's
we do it every year.
Doing it like we should do it.
Yeah. But yeah, we might get a bump.
Because last Euros we were the only shop open.
Were we?
Yeah.
We do have the good Euros theme.
Oh, my ringtone.
New listeners don't even know about that shit.
Oh my god, it's so good.
The producer Nate Euros theme.
I want to play it in my microphone right now.
Yeah, I know. Don't do it. No, we got a happy St. Patrick's Day. Drink responsibly.
Even though everyone could just scroll back to like episode 7,000, whatever number it was. They won't.
Nah, I wouldn't. Any last words?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Check us out at FMLVL.com. Follow us on Twitter at FMLVL. Support us, patreon.com/FMLVL. Subscribe, rate, review, cheers!